Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another Tarot Chat with Jay. How lovely to see you all today, and thank you to my subscribers. So exciting. So, I have a hashtag. It's called hashtag Color Me Tarot. It occurs to me that there are many ways to look at a tarot collection as a curator, and you can look at it seasonally, in terms of the wheel, in terms of the month, in terms of directions. Do you like animal decks? Are you looking at shadow work decks? There are a lot of ways to go about this, and I thought, hey, why not think about my tarot collection in terms of the rainbow? So what is the deck when I think yellow? What's my yellow deck? What's my orange deck? What's my red deck? Purple, blue, and green. So we'll go over those today as well. We'll start with yellow, and it's my yellow box Rider-Waite Smith. In fact, I was a little bit inspired to do this tag when I heard that Pamela Coleman Smith had, I believe it's called synesthesia, where you can hear color and taste sound, and you just sort of mix sensations. So I was thinking, how would she experience color and experience tarot? So I'm sorry, we're starting with Sun for Rider-Waite, which is the card really is a key card for me for this deck. The Sun is brilliant. It's that yellow that is strong, solar, solid, joyful. It's not pale and tentative like Bridget in Frozen February, or hot, hot, hot like August in New England. It's supportive. It is a beautiful background and a solid base to work from, to celebrate. Here we have it. It shows up obviously as gold in pentacles, but I love this background. For me, the flat, solid background allows all these tiny little delineations and tiny little lines to be seen. Here on 7, we see it as a stage card. This is thank you, 7 of Swords. He's on a stage. He's lit. This person might be making some bad decisions, but not in the dark. This is the clear light of day. This is, in fact, more than that. It's a little bit of a spotlight. It's asking you to really look at what you're doing. Look at what you're doing. Look at others, whatever others around you are doing. Let's see what's going on here, friends. And in fact, here's another stage card. But in the Page of Cups, it gives the page a solid base to stand on, and it lets you see the cup. Here we are. The cup is what's apparent also in the Tower. Before electricity, when there was gold and reflective surfaces and bronzes available and candlesticks, the light would reflect off of these surfaces and become meaningful, become shining in the dark. So the lightning bolts and the little tiny yod symbols that are coming down that are linked to Kabbalah and message are what is illuminated here. I think that's what I sort of like about this deck. And here in the 10 of Swords, the yellow is the hope on the horizon. It's not all blackness. It's not all the message of rock bottom. It leads you into the card. It leads you into that hope. Alrighty, that was yellow. Thank you. For orange, we're going to talk about Serpent Fire. This deck is gilded, it's deserty. For me, it's hot, and it is chakra linked. It talks to me more about astrology and chakra than some of the traditional Rider-Waite cups and sword suits. So it sort of is a different take on tarot. So it helps me see that deep, deep belly orange, the message from the desert and from a seriously grounded place. And I love the way the color play. Here we have that deep orange, like the inside of a conch shell, with that super pale cornflower blue into purple. So as a colorway, let's look at that one upside down, in fact, so we can really see that colorway play. Fantastic. This is a little bit what I was talking about, that aligning, that deep serpent bottom of the spine, pelvic bowl, really low. That message is here for me in Serpent Fire, even when, once again, it's a super dark card, and that's just that little bit of orange that you're getting coming through. Alrighty, that was orange. Thank you, red. Oracle of Mystical Moments. Red is so important as a colorway in this card series. Once again, here's a sort of a almost monochromatic look, and you get that red really popping out the message of the gift. Also, this is a very, very garden-ridden deck. Sorry, I'm not a particular gardener. That may not have been the right adjective right there. But here we have rose in the garden. You see a little more of that rose begin to infuse the dress, the background, what we're working with. Here we have the big rose front and center, and even when the message is a little paler, it's those dark scarlet colors that begin to show in this a deep feminine, a deep in touch with the Mother Earth, a deep connection to beauty, and there's something in roses that's beautiful and extraordinarily dangerous. And we see that both in Oracle and Tarot of Mystic Moments, that the rose bears the thorn. We move on to purple, Everyday Tarot. Purple is a color of majesty, magic, and mystery. I wouldn't choose any other deck to represent purple for me right now. The backgrounds for the majors really let you see the message, and for the minors also form, like I was showing, one of those flat backgrounds that let the message in the foreground really shine through. I especially love this depiction here of the Five of Wands. It's both pip and image driven at the same time. Everyone has their little message. Everyone's wand is on fire. There is an order, but a disorder that you can see the order in the delineation and the angles of the wands, but the hands all come in at different angles. So that gives a nice, like, oh, things are orderly moving, but they're really not. So it's that swirl into chaos, I think, that really I love in this amazing, in this deck, which I'm no longer going to call simplistic deck. I think this is a super deep deck, and I love it. Love it. It's one of my favorites. I've been working with it a lot lately. Let's show, this is a little bit harder to see. The purple also lets you see not only the background, but it lets you pick out details in the gold and white. For example, this is the Knight of Cups. He's wearing, this person is wearing a tunic where it has little fish in it. That's the pattern, repeating fish in white and gold that you can see because the tunic is purple. A little hard to see in this camera situation, but there we go. Thank you, purple. We're moving on to blue. Blue. I am so pleased to be showing Laura Tempest Zakroff's Oracle of Liminal Spirits. Blue cover. Here's some of the blue cards. Gateway. Star. Clay, Burial Ground. This one I especially was caught with the blues, and on the hill of the ground you can see spirits emanating up in purple against the blue of the hill, against the wash, against the skyline. I just love it. And here's Owl, which brings our blue into that sort of slate gray area. We have a swirl in Ocean, a repeating swirl in our Goat, and just an expanse of blues and crystal. One of my favorite sayings about blue is why use 2 shades of blue when you can use 27 shades of blue. So I especially like that we even have the blue hinting into the green. So a wonderful way, I think, to look at blue. And blue messages so many meanings historically in color theory, art theory, tarot theory. Blue is both the sky and the sea. It is calm and it is possibility. Blue is a lower vibratory tone than red. So it's workable in a different way. Lastly, we segue on to green, and for green, I have chosen the Herb Crafters Tarot. This is as an Herb Crafters deck. When I pulled pertinent cards to look through, I pulled at least a quarter of the deck. It has amazing things to say about gardens, gardening, our world. I'm starting with Echinacea. It's green with the purple. Here we have, yes, burdock root for the Hanged One. And the green really sets up against the other elements in these cards. So to give you a background to work on, hawthorn, which we don't have so much in the U.S. So hawthorn blooms twice a year. It blooms in summer, and then it'll bloom in dead-on depth of winter, possibly on the winter solstice. It also has major Christian themes as well, and is linked with love spells and protection. So I thought this was a really nice way to depict that dichotomy going on, being joined. So we have like these gorgeous people working with the green as a background for the magic that we're working, what we're harvesting, green as a central theme to the mandalas that we see here in this card series. We have justice. And then, of course, these green fields. Oh my gosh. I just want to like walk into these cards. They're fabulous. They call me. And they call me Over the Rainbow. So there we are. Thank you so much for joining me today. Once again, it's been a delight. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much. It's spectacular and expansive, and I'm so honored and blessed to be sharing tarot with you today. Have a wonderful witching day, friends. It's been Jay. Thank you.